We are the Ugandan Banyarwanda Cultural Development Association Mubano. Mubano is an organization for Banyarwanda community in Uganda that is responsible for culture development and the welfare of Banyarwanda in this country. So here is the press release or press statement. Banyarwanda, to meet all kings in Uganda, reject Bavandimwe identity. Kampala, Uganda. The Ugandan Banyarwanda Cultural Development Association Mubano reject the identity of Bavandimwe that is being mooted by Mr. Frank Gashumba and some state agents. We are Banyarwanda, not Bavandimwe. We shall never change our identity, and we petition President Yoweri Museveni to listen to our concern as Banyarwanda. The Ugandan Banyarwanda Cultural Development Association Task Force is also scheduling meetings with the leaders of all kingdoms and cultural institutions in Uganda, beginning with the Buganda Kingdom, Tolo Kingdom, Bunyoro Kingdom, Usoga Kingdom, Rwenzururu Kingdom, Ruot Cultural Institution, and others to solicit their views and support for our proposed law. That law is the Banyarwanda and other loving communities Citizenship Identification and Management Bill 2024 that will facilitate the right to citizenship identification, certification, management and protection of the dignity of Banyarwanda. We shall also meet the European Union representative in Uganda, the British High Commission, United Nations, United States of America ambassadors, and other donor communities over the same matter. The general public is informed that our country-wide consultations are ongoing until 1st December 2024, when we shall hold a major public hearing at Kororo Independence Ground. By then, we shall have engaged all Banyarwanda in Uganda, Western Uganda, Eastern Uganda, and Northern Uganda. By this, presents the Uganda government and President of the Republic of Uganda is put to notice that over 6 million Kinyarwanda speaking people in Uganda are now stateless because of wrongful constitutional provision under Article 10. Details of our proposed law includes an amendment of Article 10, Caption A, to delete and replace 1926 with 1962. B, introduce due society principle of international law on citizenship by birth for all persons born in Uganda, while maintaining the due sanguisi in principle already applied under the law. Introduce freedom of access to citizenship rights through proper management, certification, identification, recognition, and equal opportunity for both loving and borderline ethnic groups. Part D, amend immigration laws, Mutasi Matandis. The above process, that is Part E, the above process has been reduced into a full-fledged memorandum that shall be handed over to the government for ultimate consideration. That is our press statement. You have heard about that word Bavandimwe. Bavandimwe, it's a word used to mean brethren. That is used to mean people from one family, from one mother, from one womb. Banyarwanda do not originate from one mother, but rather a community. Brethren can also be used by people who believe in the same faith and the same purpose. Like you have heard brethren in the church, people who are locally, you have heard that word, Aboluganda. That is what it means. and we cannot accept as Banyarwanda to change our identity from Banyarwanda to anything that is even close to that. We are Ugandans. We deserve equal rights like any other Ugandans. Members of media community, we are so grateful, and the reason why we have called you today is because of that very, very sensitive issue of identity. We don't want people to mislead and to disorganize the ongoing process of sensitizing, mobilizing our people on this proposed amendment bill for all Banyarwanda to enjoy their rights like any other Ugandan.
Arrangements. One of them being the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. It is illegal. And the Uganda Human Rights Report has also alluded to it, that Banyarwanda are now stateless. Now this is an illegality. While they were put in the Constitution in the 3rd schedule, and that is where most people get misdirecting themselves. The name Banyarwanda is part of the 3rd schedule. The provision under Article 10 instead excludes them. And by necessary interpretation, it only covers those whose region of origin is succinctly a borderline area between Rwanda and Uganda. The districts of Mbororo, Kisoro, Tungamo, and the parts of Kabale. If that was the idea behind the enactment of the provision, then why are also Burundi put in the Constitution? We don't share borders. So it does not make sense. This has got to be quickly amended. Law is established as an answer to the question. Now the question is, where do you place a stateless person? It is against the law. Uganda is a signatory to the African Charter on Human and People's Rights. Uganda, therefore, is a signatory to the African Protocol establishing the African Court on Human and People's Rights. Accordingly, the decision in Anudo Ochieng, Anudo versus Republic of Tanzania, applies to Uganda's laws with equal force. Number one, the country has no legal right to declare anybody stateless until they have proved the nationality of that person. It is the state to prove. Number two, the state does not have a right, immigration and NIRA do not have a right to declare anybody stateless unless it has a decision has been taken by an independent body. For example, a court of law. The provision here gives a world of weight to a person behind the immigration desk.
N'abali mu byalo bonna omuntu atalina mukazi aba akyali mwana muto, omuntu atalina nyumba aba akyali mwana muto, omuntu amanya nti musajja nga wasiza kalina omukazi kalina amaka. Nsaba mungambire president oyo musajja Kasumba talina mukazi aga Katonda, oyo n'omusajja Kasumba talina amaka ndi wano wa Kasumba nadda nze mukwano gwa kitaawe mmanyiyo bulungi kakati ayinza kumwesiga atya omuntu atalina eka omuyayi mayibobo president akyetegereze ate Kasumba mugamba certificate y'omubano nze njirina tagirowereza ku muntu mulala teyagirina ate nze ndi chairman nze nyina maka Muyenga, nyina maka Munyonyo, nyina maka Kanungu, Cheshero. ugamba nti wa Mzee Kananura yewa nteri kakati wa Mzee Kashumba bagamba yewa tayina kakati president toyesigwa omusajja tayina amaka bayi